What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It's Friday. Happy Friday. We are down here, girl. Girl, I almost tore my damn house up looking for this damn microphone, girl, and it was in the car. Valerie had it the whole time. Um, yeah, I went. Listen, before I leave the house, I'm like, okay, phone check. I have my little checklist, everything I need to, give you what you need down here. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know you stop by. Shout out to all y'all for the birthday wishes, the cash apps, the super chats, all of the birthday wishes and gifts and things. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it, girl. I am thankful. I am so thankful to you all in the comments and the subscribers and things of that sort. I really appreciate all the birthday wishes. All the birthday wishes. All my siblings contacted me, said happy birthday. It was so endearing and heartwarming. Yeah, so we down here, girl. Like I was about to tell you, I was looking for my microphone. So when I leave the house, I'm always like, check this, check. Okay, microphone check. Phone check. Right, charger check. All the things, right? I keep a charger in the car, so I normally don't have to check for that. But do you think people can get through here? Stupid. What the fuck? So I'm looking for all my things, right? What are y'all doing? Girl, I need for y'all to get your shit together. So I started looking for my microphone and I'm like, okay, I don't have a microphone. I don't know where it is. And I'm looking for it. And then I start tearing my room up, lifting blankets up, throwing the blankets. And I was like, Erica, stop, right?
I just, girl, stop.
There's that damn Vandermall. Those what do y'all call them? Slingshot. The three wheel cars. Anyways, so I had to stop because I used to do that before. I would tear everything up and get frustrated because I can't find something. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, stop, collaborate, and listen. Yes. Shout out to Vanilla Ice. I started tearing up, so I stopped and I was like, okay. I texted my son. I asked him, have you seen my microphone? He was like, no, but it's funny because my friend, she said she lost her microphone too. I'm like, okay, ask your brother. Did he see my microphone? I don't know if he asked him or not. But then in the meantime, I was like, okay, let me put my shoes on and go to the car and see if it's in the car. And it was in Valerie. Valerie had the microphone. My car's name is Valerie after the Amy Winehouse song. So we don't have nothing to talk about. The girls are still down. Funky Dineva apologized, whether you accept his apology or not, whether you felt it was a real apology or not. Typically, if you don't already like the person or somebody has some issues, you have some issues with the person, you're probably not going to accept their apology, whether it was genuine or not. Yes, may I have a hot grande dirty chai with, yeah. And may I have 3 pumps of brown sugar in that as well? Yeah, and can you make it a double? I thought a grande came with a double. Anyways, okay. And can you make that extra hot and with oat milk, please? Yeah. That's crazy as hell. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you. It's cold. Why is it cold? Honey, I started tearing the room up and I was like, Erica, stop. I was like, stop. Do not tear this room up. You just got up, made your bed and everything else. Because I feel like I remember it was at the foot of my bed. But I think that was my phone that was at the foot of my bed when I dozed off to sleep. Honey, yes, the diva's been around the sun 40-something times, but girl, I was in the bed at 8:35. Do you hear me? I was in the bed. Girl. Yeah, I was like, oh, I want to go to sleep. After we didn't go out to dinner. I wanted to go out to dinner, but I just got sleepy all of a sudden. Oh, let me do my... I need to prepare, huh? And I got sleepy all of a sudden, and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. We'll go out this weekend because I'm sleepy. So that's what happened. Let me turn down Doja Cat. Let me get my Starbucks app ready. Oh, I have almost 400 points. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Okay.
Dang it. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Come on, training. What is this on my leg? I have like a little scar there. Yeah, I was about to tear that room up. I'm glad I got it extra hot. Yeah, so you're not going to accept someone's apology. A lot of people don't accept the apology. I feel like, that's just what it is. You don't like the person. A lot of people do not like the person, and black women are not playing with you niggas at all. They wasn't playing with me. I told y'all I lost. I mean, I've come up since then, but I lost 100 subscribers. I mean, I've gained 200 since then, but
Sorry. Alright, that's 79.25. That makes sense. Do you want to use any of your plates today?
no.
Your necklace is just so pretty.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, you do the same. It's your chai tea latte. She had to get it together. I told you, I think this is the location that they bring people to train. They used to be really bad. Like, their service was good, but their orders, they would get the orders wrong. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And so I still come here though because I felt like the service was good. I do not have time to wait for these fucking trucks. Shit. Oh, why is the heater on, girl? I said I didn't want it to be cold. I didn't want the heat on, girl. So yeah, we're gonna have to go out this way. We usually go out the other way. We gotta wait for all this traffic now. Damn it. So yeah, the girls, whether you apologize or not, I feel like the unwarranted black women are tired of the unwarranted attacks on their bodies, their looks, anything. Like, you had no reason to say out of your mouth what you said, and you were very aware of what you said because he said, I know I'm going to get backlash for this. And then you went on to criticize the girl's looks, calling her a fat face, saying she's ugly. Black women are not going to handle unwarranted attacks on any black girl or woman. They're not. I wouldn't be surprised if some people unsubscribe from Fox Soul and stop tuning in, because the truth is, the majority of Funky Dinevas... Why are you so close? Girl, you too close. You don't know how to drive them cars. Y'all be getting these cars and y'all don't know how to drive the cars. Hey.
Me here.
Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shape. Hands on my knees, hands on my knees. Hands on my knees. Yes. Girl, y'all act like y'all can't see. Y'all act like you can't. You looking, you at the wheel. Your eyes are right here at the wheel. Girl, you need to get your ass out the way. Girl, these girls running red lights, just fucked up. Anyway, and so the girls are not, they're not dealing with it. I wouldn't be surprised if Funky Dineva lost some subscribers. I wouldn't be surprised if Fox Soul lost some subscribers and people stopped tuning in, because the black girls and women are not putting up with no mess like that. And then on the other end of that, there are a lot of straight black women who love the demeanor, the expression, the you know, they love to laugh with and at black gay men. And what happens is, when that black gay man does something out of order or out of line, then those black women will resort to and fall into homophobia and then start calling him F words. You should see the comments. The comments are really bad. Calling that, like, the homophobia is crazy. So there's like a lot of nuances to all of these things. Al Reynolds sitting there, we know Al Reynolds goes up for the straight black man. He is a phallus worshiper, dick worshiper. He is. And outside of dick worshiping because he's a bisexual man, I'm talking about just the programming to worship men. That he wants to be, you know, accepted by black straight men. And so he really goes up for the African American male. He really does. He really straight. It doesn't, and he always figures out a way to either excuse, bypass, dismiss degenerate behavior. Very rare will he like go in on a black man. Very rare. But them being bisexual and gay, that is only going to increase the amount of hatred for not only talking about black women, but then on the top of that, you're gay. And then Al's bisexual. And then Claudia, after he apologized, she was like, yeah, because, you know, I got a lot of comments, I got a lot of messages and blah, 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 in my inbox about, you know, being quiet. Claudia is very vocal for women when it's against trans women. Her mouth, it opens wide and it gets loud and it elevates, meaning like she will come down on that. It was weird to watch her not like kind of respond and be like, oh, come on, you don't have to do that, you know, you chill out, anything like that, to reel Funky Dineva back in. But the critique of Funky Dineva is that he does not like black women. And, you know, and then it's ironic that he doesn't like black women because he's gay. And it's so weird that, like, again, like yesterday I said, it doesn't matter the identity you hold. Misogyny doesn't matter who the host is. It doesn't matter. It'll attach itself to you, and then you'll start spewing things and saying things that are harmful to women. And then on top of that, add to black women. He apologized. He says he still stands in that she is inauthentic, and her expression of her womanhood and sexuality comes off as inauthentic. I attribute it to her being young and not knowing your how you define your womanhood is going to actually be different as you progress in life, in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and on. It just looks different at every stage of your life. And so she's at the beginning of trying to figure it out. That's why I always gave Chloe grace. Even though I cringe at her expression, I know she's still trying to figure it out. The thing with Holly and getting with DDG, Dum Dum Goofy, that's just a disappointment, because you realize, you know, somebody's like, oh, she's only 23 years old. 23 years old 10 years ago is a different 23-year-old today, especially with the access that they have to women telling them about, you know, this is what men do, this is how men behave, this is what they like I tell my students, sometimes you just have to go through the experience yourself in order to understand the lesson. And that might be having a baby with someone who is absolutely disgusting. And I'm sure a lot of women can raise their hands and say, yeah, I am disgusted by the man I had children with. I made a horrible decision to attach myself to a man by a child. By having a child with this person, you're always going to be, connected to this person in that way. And I don't believe that to be true, because I have no idea what my child's father is doing with his life today. None. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want to know. I have no clue. So being said that you're going to be attached to the person for 18 years and blah, 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 that goes, that's just like case by case. You know what I'm saying? But if she wants to attach herself to a man who said out of his mouth, I sometimes I want to sabotage you. Let's read it. DDG lyrics about Haley. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read them. The song is called Famous. And it says here, I want to read the lyrics. Okay, here he goes. And it's called Famous. It says, and this is the reason why, we're done with Funky Dunny, but we wrap that up, okay? But in terms of Haley and her partnering, a lot of people are attributing her decisions on being young. And like I said, 10 years ago, being 23 is different than it is now, especially with all the people on TikTok, all the people making YouTube videos about how men approach relationships, how boys to men are taught to relate to women. There's so much information out there. And for you to be a young woman of a certain, you're a public figure, you have access to a pool of men that you probably would maybe have better odds. I don't really know, because I feel like the entire pool of men comes with a few exceptions, but to know and to have the education and the information. And I'm wondering if women around her are trying to discourage her from partnering with this guy. And a lot of times when you just try to discourage, it only makes the person want to be with that person more, right? So you kind of do a disservice. Sometimes you're like, well, she just got to go through it. But here are some of the lyrics. Filming a movie, now you kissing dudes. You know I love you a lot. I don't give a F if that ish is for promo. I don't want to see this ish no more. Why is y'all holding hands in a photo? You know I'm insecure. That's a no-no. It also seems like he's still jealous of what she's doing, even though she's obviously acting. This is an article. When you leave the set, do y'all still text each other on the phone? Just because they filming, it don't mean that it ain't wrong. Here's a song. Fall in love, I hate that shit. Knocking me off my grind, I can't fuck with relationships. I ain't got enough of time in the day for me to chase no bitch. I don't even ask for much. I ask you to do basic shit. Hardest thing I did was fall in love with a famous bitch. Fans all on my penis. Too much stress. Don't need it. If you see me tweet, don't read it. I swear I'll delete it. Oh, they're taking pictures of the geese. Sometimes I feel so defeated. Broken hearts repeated. Said I love you. Do you mean it? Why I don't believe it. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to do. How we're going to get to the top. Filming a movie. Now you kissing dudes. You know I love you a lot. I don't give a F if that ish is for promo. I don't want to see that shit no more. Why is y'all holding hands in a photo? You know I'm insecure. That's a no-no. I keep coming back. Want to leave you, but I'm too attached. Take you shopping. I'm thumbing through racks. Ain't no limit. I'm spending the max. All these niggas be in your DM trying to tell you they proud, but them MFers don't even know you. So I want to know how. But I know it's part of the game. All these industry niggas is lame. They just want you because you got a name and because you that girl that I claim. All these motherfuckers in my business, they be stressing me out for some real shit. I get so high I can't feel shit. I've been so insecure, I be thinking you really be fucking niggas you in the movies with. But on the internet, I just be cooling. But in my head, a nigga really losing it. Gotta be paying good because you keep doing it. I might just tweet something just to ruin it. I got a platform, I'm abusing it. I got a couple things about your job I want to know. Do you shoot your movie? Do these niggas turn you on? When you leave the set, do y'all still text each other? Just because they filming it don't mean that it ain't wrong. Girl, you see that man? Did he pull up? Did y'all see him? Girl, that man, I would not be with him. And again, she may just have to go through it on her own. You know, there's some lessons you just have to learn on your own. Funky Daniva, yeah. That he was actually the first person that come up. Rashida says Drew and Drew Sidora and Ty Young are vibing together. Things have been happening. Yeah, I got some tea yesterday that said Drew Sidora and Ty been fucking around. Been fucking around. Mm-hmm. Been fucking around. She's a liar. Everybody knows that she's a huge liar. I feel like she shouldn't have a platform on Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you're supposed to be sharing your life and you're not sharing your life and you're living a lie, you don't need to be on the show. If you're not sharing your life, you don't need to be on the show. The show is a show about your life. If you're not sharing your life, you don't need to be on the show. That's how I feel. It says, let's read the comments. It says, let's read the caption first. The streets have been talking about Drew Sidora reportedly getting cozy with Ty Young. Ever since the two worked together on a movie, we saw all the rumors and drama unfold on Atlanta, but Drew kept a tight lip on the situation, despite the other ladies trying to clock her tea. Well, now another Atlanta elite is chiming on the rumored romance. While interviewing with Page Six to promote her new show, Rashida has a new show coming out. Is it Love and Hip Hop? I don't know. Rashida spilled just a little tea on Drew and Ty. Though Rashida maintained she would mind her business, she said the two are definitely vibing. Obviously, it's some vibing going on. Let's just say things are happening. Now, listen, it's a lot, okay? That is what it is. All I say to people is, listen, life is short. We could wake up tomorrow and it could be something going on out of all of your control, and you want to be happy at the end of the day. And I think everybody's goal should be is to find a happy space. Drew's so pretty. I'm still mad about Derwin. Girl, Drew said she never kissed a girl. Maybe that's because Ty didn't kiss her mouth. Ooh, shout out to Make It Make Sense. Rashida need to worry about Kirk and his 3 earrings. Them 3. Shout out to K Michelle. Kirk and them 3 earrings. He ain't never gonna live that down. Rashida's a bag lady. What she say? How did she make that song up just like in that quick? Rashida's a bag lady. Y'all stay thinking being with a female will be easier. We ain't shit either. Stay over there. Especially the women who like women and who are male identified, because they don't have any. It's sad because they don't have a good representation on how to perform masculinity. And so when they get in their masculine, they're usually performing a toxic version of masculinity. And you get into these same gender relationships, and the person has they're male identified, they're residing in toxic masculinity. So you think you're in a relationship with another man because they are performing the way that these niggas perform. And it's so sad because they don't have a good model of like a divine masculine energy to embody. And sometimes they're looking at men to give them the cues on how to act, and they're not getting the right cues. They're getting cues that don't resonate with women or don't vibe with other women, especially if they're male identified, masculine presenting. A lot of women don't have a good model of masculinity to embody or to perform. And that's just the truth. Oh, there's a little lint on there. Everyone's speaking on Drew. These aren't teens, they're grown women. I'm confused. Do people have anything else to focus on? What's so crazy is that how when I noticed that Drew and Ralph were having that conversation, and it's so weird how people can be so preoccupied with the sexuality of human beings, but at the same time, when it's time to talk about sex, they start giggling and acting silly. I was with a girl. It's like, you're a grown ass woman. You've been fucking. You have children. And when it's time to talk about sex, you start acting weird, like, oh, laughing, and oh, I'm so. It's just so stupid to me. And it's like you say it's not important, but it actually is an important. There is an importance. I hope that dog is not going to harm that other dog. She's not. It's a little dog, and that's like a box. It's like a boxer type of dog. Oh, he's coming. He's coming towards it. I want to see. Somebody needs to have their dog on. At least she has a collar on. She's telling him to go. She's leaving. I thought they were about to get into a fight. Somebody needs to get their dog. Me and the man in the Vander Hall. He's sitting at the park having his coffee too. I'm having my coffee too. Okay, look at Rashida being shady boots. Girl, you some messy people in Atlanta always gossiping. Even if they was vibing, it's none of your business. I don't know who asked, like, if you are on page 6 promoting your show, why would somebody ask her about Drew and Ty and neither one of them are on the show? It's so funny because the Neighborhood Talk posted it and Bravo Shade Room posted the same exact thing. Obviously, it's some vibing going on, let's just say. Things are happening. Yeah, I heard word on the street is Ty and Drew have been hanging out for a while, like for a cool minute. Let's see what else is going on. Did I save anything yesterday? It's Friday, y'all. Y'all have anything planned? KKK Kim and Confederate Croy are down. They said that Croy filed for divorce again. Neighbors, it appears reconciliation isn't in the card for Confederate Croy Bierman and KKK Kim Zolciak, as Croy has filed for divorce against Kim again. According to TMZ, the couple initially announced that they were getting divorced back in May. Things went south quickly, a host of accusations coming out from both parties before they halted their divorce proceedings last month. However, it seems Croy feels there's still some issues amongst them and wants a divorce, stating their marriage is irretrievably broken. He also says he asked for more exclusive use of their home, sole legal and sole physical custody of their 4 children, child support, and alimony. He wants to raise the kids. A lot of these dudes, they want to raise the kids now. You saw Safari down to the internet saying that Olivier Martinez, who is getting, who has a child with Halle Berry, and she has to pay $8,000 a month in child support. He was awarded. And Safari Samuels, yes, Pop Lock and Samuels, he is down to the internet saying he might as well put on a dress if he's getting child support. They're so used to women taking care of the children, they can't even understand that a father has custody of his children, to the point where he equated the man to putting on a dress because he's taking care of his children and getting child support. They don't even realize what they demonstrate. I don't think they even realize that. You're saying that a man should put on a dress because he's getting child support? He has custody of his children. You wouldn't know anything about it. And you probably will never know anything about it because you're on the other end paying child support. Because you haven't even made attempts to say that you want custody of your children. I'm sure that has not been a conversation between Erica and Safari at all. Safari is too busy traveling, being sisterhood of the traveling dicks. He's a girl, a traveling hoe. Come on, traveling whore. He don't have time for no kids. Halle Berry finalizes divorce for Olivier Martinez and has to pay $8,000 a month. They have joint legal and physical custody, but he stays with they stay with the dad the majority of the time. I guess because Halle Berry is working and working and working. A lot of you, I feel like if the man, somebody still, so I remember one time I said that if I was one of Future's baby mama, I would drop the kids off at his house. Somebody to this day has something to say. The other day, it was in my comments talking about, you said you would drop your daughter off at Future's house. Yeah, I would. I would drop my children off because you should take care of the children. And I could be living the life that you think that you're going to live without any responsibility to children. Yes. Now, granted, for real, based on Future's behavior and based on a lot of the way these men act, unfortunately, the mothers don't trust the men. Yes, that's crazy, right? To kind of wrap your head around, you had a baby with somebody who's untrustworthy to watch, to even have custody of their own child. Right? That's crazy. But there are a lot of women, the same way men can't stand you after they've busted you open and beat it up and smashed, as much as they use their little dick as a weapon, as much as they can't stand you after they fuck you. There are some women who have sex with men, and after they have sex with them and babies with them, they are repulsed by their existence. That's true. Have you ever seen in the animal kingdom, after the female has sex with the male, she kills it? Girl, because I really don't want to fuck with you. I really don't like you. But yeah, there are some women who have children with men that they would not trust their children with the husband or the boyfriend or the father of the children or whatever. I'll just say the father of the children. No relation to the mother, right, of the children. You just share children together. Yeah, it's true. It's true. They're disgusted by the thought that they procreated with this human being, this other human being. Yeah. Repulsed by the thought of letting that nigga climb all on you and ejaculate in you. Ugh. Disgusted. Gross. And there's some women who are like, I would never. And it's crazy when you think about it, I would never let my child go live with their father, because their father is untrustworthy and unable to manage his own life, let alone someone who's dependent on him for their survival. So no, some women are like, absolutely not, because the men are dangerous. But then you think about it, when you hear those stories of like the child was left with the mother's, the child's father, the child was left with their father, and the child ends up harmed or dead, something crazy. I'm surprised that dog isn't chasing those geese. It's just a bunch of geese in the field, and there's just a little wayward dog right here going from tree to tree, peeing on every tree. Yeah, Safari said, just give him a dress. Where is that post? I need to find it. They have no concept. No concept. So Safari, of all people, saying to put a dress on him because he's getting child support. Here we go. A man getting child support is crazy. He might as well put on a dress. The comments. The rich, that's rich coming from him. If the kids live with him, then he has the right to receive support. He talks a lot of for somebody who literally tried to take credit for Nicki's hustle. That has nothing to do with nothing. Up his child support payments just for talking. I don't agree. It depends on the situation. Kids are expensive, and if a single father needs help, that doesn't make him feminine. Ain't you the same nigga who wore a denim vest? It's called child support, not mom and dad support. Now, I actually agree with Safari a little bit here for once. How about you step up and be a child's mother? Who cares about what the mother is or isn't doing? No, it matters because if the mother is absent, she can step up all she wants, but the mother should at least give money, especially if she's not present. I'm so confused. If she has primary custody, why does she have to pay support? Because she doesn't have primary custody. Y'all assume because we live in a society where the men don't take care of children. So when you see something like, oh my God, this woman doesn't have custody, she shares custody but isn't the custodial parent because she's not, the child doesn't live with her the majority of the time. The child lives with him, so she has to give him child support, right? Just the way anyone would do. If you're not the custodial parent, you have to pay support, and that's just how it goes. I agree wholeheartedly, only because men were put in the earth to provide. They were not. Y'all really have to come out of that idea that a man is here to provide for you. Girl, he's not. He's not. If you can't financially care for your kids as a man, they shouldn't even be with you. Girl, do you say that about women who get child support? It's not that they can't financially take care of. There's a monetary amount that is assigned to your absence. You not being there. We have to put a monetary amount on that. What you would contribute to the child's life, you're going to have to contribute even if you don't live with the child. That's what child support is. Y'all have this, they demonize taking care of children so much that there are men in court fighting against trying to pay for their responsibilities. And y'all are so used to seeing women get child support that you think it's womanly or feminine to get child support. Like the shit y'all assign to the most random things as masculine and feminine is lunacy. It really is. It's craziness. You're assigning a feminine attribute to getting child support because you know you niggas ain't shit. And you're not used to men taking care of their children. Have you started paying yours yet? I kind of agree with him. Also, women paying spousal support. Listen, the courts don't care about your gender. They do not care about your pussy and your penises. They do not care. If you're the custodial parent, it don't matter what your genitalia is. Girl, y'all are crazy. Y'all are literally fucking lunatics. Lunatics. Child support there's no gender. There's no gender in spousal support. There's no gender in child support. It's child support. Parent. No matter who the parent is. The custodial parent gets the child support. The shit y'all, like I said, the shit y'all assign, y'all give gender assignments to is crazy. If the man has custody, what makes that feminine? This is not a pissing contest. The parent that has the child primarily should get the support if they don't have a working agreement out of court. Why can't a man receive child support if he's the only one raising and taking care of the child, or has the child the majority of the time? He has a right to it. Child support just doesn't go one way. Receiving financial help from another parent is feminine, but living off your rich girlfriend isn't. Be fucking for real, Safari. Halle Berry be getting hit up by all these white men. That's what she gets for dating down. That model is getting child support from her too. Black men, white men, it doesn't matter. Everybody taking Halle to the bank. Let me tell you something. If she had done this with a nigga, she would have custody of her children and them niggas would have disappeared. So at least she has two men who have custody. She had babies with two men who are willing to raise their children. Because these niggas ain't willing to raise the children that they make throughout the communities they reside in and terrorize, girl. What are you talking about? Dating down? Okay, I'm done reading about Safari. We're done with that. Take care of each other, y'all. Let's get down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and ideas about what it is, ho. What's up? You know what I'm saying? I think that's it. That's all I have to say. Girl. I will never understand Portia getting with Simon Guobadia. I do not understand that. You moving like a bitch who don't have resources, kissing that frog over there. Portia contradicted herself so bad. Here she go. You will never understand the convictions of a wife because you've never been one, girl. And that's why he put your ass out. You'll never understand the convictions of a wife because you've never been one. And you do? With your arranged marriage, he put your ass out. Girl, Kenya was wearing her out. Portia thought she ate Kenya up with that. Girl, don't nobody, girl, he put your ass out too, didn't he? Your arranged marriage. You bent yourself into a pretzel, honey, to be a beard because you wanted financial stability, girl. And then went on for every other season, having a different man every season. I don't know why we don't. Is there anybody who has a video out there talking about all the men that Portia's been with in the time she was on Real Housewives? She had a new nigga every season. Had a new nigga every season. And nobody said she paid for the men. Nobody said nothing. No, I didn't hear nothing about it. But the other girls, Kenya be in a full relationship with Crazy Eyes, and y'all say he was paid and it was fake, and he wasn't that bad. That nigga was over there breaking Kenya's damn garage door, breaking her house. He was volatile. I don't know what was going on with that dude. That dude was crazy. Matt. He was crazy. He bought Kenya her dog. He bought her 2 dogs, Twirl, and somebody else. I think he bought Kenya 2 dogs, and she has those dogs now. They were like little miniature, looked like velvet. But Portia always thought she was eating Kenya up, honey. You will never understand the convictions of a wife because you've never been one. Girl, she thought she ate. Girl, you did not eat the girls up with that at all. And you do with your arranged marriage. Hold on, we about to go.
If you're legally married, I mean, like, long as I've been alive, it's been called a point is that divorce does take time. You've been through it. Divorce takes time. You don't just separate with somebody and Greg over here, for example, Nene go over here, and that Nene now for 2 years because she's still legally married, can't even look at anybody talk to him. It doesn't work like that.
I think one of the reasons Marlo, really felt slighted by Kim is because the reality of the situation is, when I first came on the show, Kim was dating a married man.
I don't even know why you're talking, first of all.
Okay, well,
but we had a full-on relationship.
No, I'm talking
like with my kids. School, and so he had legal papers. He had legal papers. So he's legally married. So until your divorce is filed, you can't date. Bitch, I'm married now. You shut up. Dr. Phil, be quiet.
Whatever. You and your big words. Be quiet. Vocabulary.
Why are you talking? I don't know why you're talking.
I don't know why you're talking.
Quiet.
I don't even know why you had a dress on. Let alone why you're talking. The bottom line, why was married.
Then Marlo said she going to prom. They was eating Kim up. When I tell you, Cynthia Bailey she always has smoke for KKK Kim. She always has smoke for Kim. I don't even know why you have that dress on. She going to prom. A whore. What else? Here we go. Oh, what happened? Oh, here you go.
He could be with this camera, it was fine with me. But that's when she ended up talking to him after I married Greg. I'm surprised John had 20,000 after he left. I worked his motherfucking pocket.
I worked his mother.
And what is 20,000?
I worked his motherfucking pockets. Wait, here. I need to find that other clip I was actually really looking for. It's funny that Phaedra said new face, new personality. Because what you giving down to the internet, girl, is new face, new personality with your mean ass.
Didn't care. Why did you make it a part of your storyline and run around telling everybody?
Girl, please stop with the storyline stuff.
Oh,
Apollo is your storyline.
No.
And now he's gone.
Oh, yeah.
So
well,
work on
honey,
next
I have
season.
plenty jobs. How many do you have?
Honey, I have
Because I'm
plenty
not selling
jobs as
pipe
well.
dreams to little girls.
Honey, it doesn't. Excuse me?
Excuse you.
Honey, I am making dreams come true for a lot
Are
of
you?
these
How
girls.
many contracts
Yes,
have
I
you
am.
made come true?
Deborah, how many law cases have you won?
Plenty, darling.
Oh, but
I'm
none
very
that I've seen.
celebrating.
None that I've seen. Win a case. Win a case. I'm trying to find you'll never understand the convictions of a wife.
This is a married couple situation. You don't understand it because you haven't had that yet.
And do you?
Baby girl, yes, I do. So that's why I'm speaking to arrangement. That's why I'm speaking to arrangement. That was not an arrangement. Or are you basically admitting that you were Cordell's beard? You are mother. I have to say this. I do have to say this. You are low down and you are dirty. And you don't get it. You've never been married. Yeah. When you get married, have you for what you said. Never respect your opinion. Until you have.
She said, I won't respect your opinion unless you've been married. The value that y'all put on some shit that doesn't change a motherfucking thing when it happens, girl, is wild as fuck to me. That'd be the wildest shit to me. The value y'all put on the shit and nothing changes after you do it. Nothing. Nothing.
You would never have the conviction of a wife, girl. Ever. Right. Ever. You don't have them now. You put your ass out.
Hey, put your ass out.
Don't get married for a check.
Next time, don't get married for a check. She didn't listen, Kenya. She's married for a check now, girl. She's married for a check now. Anyways, y'all, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.